virtual beyond the alphabet. Today we are going to be making some crows, but not just any crows. We are going to be making part of the crows out of our hands. So for this craft, you're going to need 3 pieces of paper. One of them will need to be yellow, one will need to be black, and then one can be whatever color you choose. It's just going to be the background of your crow. You will also need some scissors, some glue, some googly eyes, black paint, and a disposable plate of some kind. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to do is dive right into this paint. And we are going to be making the wings of the crow with the paint in our hands. So what we'll do is pour some of this black paint onto a plate. And this is going to be a little messy, so prepare yourselves, parents. Okay. And we're going to put our hand in the plate. Ooh! And you could use a paintbrush, but you know, I'm just going to go ahead and put my whole hand in there until it is all covered in paint. Ew. Okay, my hand's all covered. And now I'm going to take this hand and press it down, and I'll show you what it looks like. Ooh, okay. So this is how it came out, and the most important part is that I put my thumb and extended it out on the bottom here. So now we're going to paint our other hand. Ooh, I'll just wipe some of that on here. Make sure you wash your hands really good after this and use some non-toxic paint. Non-toxic washable paint. That's the way to go. So let me just cover this hand up. Okay, so now I'm going to put my other hand down so that my thumb is down like it was on the first one, and I can overlap it a little. I just want the fingers to be out so that those can be the wings. Get off me. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm going to wash my hands and then I'll show you how it's looked so far. Okay, so I washed my hands. They're still definitely gray, but that's okay for now. It will wash out eventually. So you should have something that looks kind of like this. It looks a little bit silly right now, but we're going to add on to it, and eventually these are going to be the wings, and these parts on the bottom that we made with our thumbs will be its little legs. So we're going to set that aside and let that start drying a little bit. And in the meantime, I will show you how to make the crow's body. So I'm going to cut off a piece of this paper. Like that. And I am going to make a circle. So what I'm going to do is bend this in half. And then I'm going to cut like I'm cutting half a circle out. So I'll show you what I mean. It might help you to draw it first. Draw half a circle and then cut it out. I would draw it myself, but I did not bring a pencil. So we are going to just kind of try it out and see how it goes. I'm pretty sure this will be an oval, which is also fine. So there's my first circle. Now this can be the body of my crow. Okay, so now I'm going to cut a second circle to be the crow's head. So I'm going to cut off another piece of this I'm going to fold this in half. And you can tell already that this will be a little bit smaller than my last one. So I'm gonna cut kind of a circle out. Okay, and there is my second circle that I will use for the crow's head. Should I make him like this or like this? Maybe I'll make him this way. So, the last part I'm going to cut out is the crow's beak, which is what I have this yellow paper for. And most of this yellow paper can be saved because we just want to cut off one corner of it for our crow. So I'm moving my scraps aside, moving my paint aside. We won't need that anymore. And let's see, if my crow's head is this big, then how big should his beak be? Maybe just a little beak. So I'm just going to cut off one corner of my yellow paper. And that one corner can be his beak. So now we have those parts cut out. We have our googly eyes ready to go, and we're going to come back to this, which is a bit more dried off now. And we can glue on the rest of the pieces of our crow. So I'll start with his body. I'll put the glue on the paper first. I think that might be easier. Glue all around the paper so it stays on really good. And I'm going to press that onto the middle. Okay, so there we have his body. His little feet and his wings are coming out. He's starting to look a little bit more like something and a little bit less like a whole lot of nothing. Now we'll go on and attach his head the same way. Lots of glue. I'm going to take his head and press it on the top there. There's his little head. And then I'm going to add his beak. And I think I might even do a little bit of a bigger beak. So I'll just go back and cut out a little corner. I think I want him to have a beak that's a little bit too big for his head, because I think that'd be kind of cute. Okay, so now I'm putting some glue on his too big beak. And I'm putting it on the bottom half of his face. And then I'm going to take my googly eyes, put the glue where I want them, and press those on. Okay, so this is what the final result is. We have a little crow for fall that we made with our very own hands. So I hope you guys enjoyed this craft, and I will see you next week.